Welcome to BTA Fridays Breaking the Algorithm. I'm your host, Kelly Morgan. This is where indie authors stop chasing trends. We build strategy, visibility, and confidence. Around here, we don't follow the algorithm. We break it and put something better in its place. Let's get to today's episode.
Hey everybody, Kelly here. Welcome to another episode of BTA Fridays, where we are breaking the algorithm and putting something better in its place. So, today I want to talk about something that I see a lot when I'm online or I'm on Facebook or whatever social media, and I see authors are talking and in various author groups that I'm part of, and that is, should I give my book away for free? Should I just give the book away? And I see debates. I say people that say never give it away. I worked hard. I spent time on this book. I'm just not going to give it away. And I get that. And then I see people that say I give it to everyone. If somebody wants a book, they can have it because it's all about getting the book out there. And I'm just really trying to get the book out there. And I can see that way of looking at it too. I'm in the middle. I think that you can give your book away and you can give it away and be smart about it, where it can be smart and not wasteful. So I think you have to ask yourself a couple of really solid questions about giving away your book, why you're giving away the book, and even if you should give away your book for free. So let's talk about what free can buy. Can free buy anything? Well, free isn't the price. Free should be an exchange. If I give a book away, I'm wanting something in return because I'm not getting money, right? So there's got to be some value for me as well. So if I give my book away, maybe I'm going to get access. Maybe I'm getting access to an audience that I can't reach by myself, a book club, a library program, a conference, a classroom. So yeah, I feel that there's value if me giving away that book, and it's not giving, if me exchanging that book for access, that's value. So yes, that's an instance in where I would give my book away. Credibility. Again, I'm going to exchange my book for credibility. And that could be a review for the for you know for from the right reader. It could be a blurb in somebody's blog. It could be a media mention. It could be any of those things. So yes, would I give or exchange my book for credibility? Yes, I would. That's another instance in which I would exchange my book um, for data. So if I'm going to give or exchange my book to a reader, maybe I want something else like an email address or access to that reader in the future. Would I give my book away for access to data, like an email address, something valuable like that? Yes, I would. Let's say a deal. Even when I say a deal, maybe I booked a talk, or I'm going to be at a workshop, or there's a bulk order, and I've got to give away or exchange a few books for that. Then yes, I would be willing to exchange my book for that. If I'm not getting something like that, then I'm probably not going to give my book away. So when does free make sense? Well, free makes sense when you are dealing with gatekeepers and organizers who can put you in front of many, many readers. Like I said, librarians, bookstore buyers, book club leaders, event hosts, teachers, influencers, somebody who can give you access to readers and put you in front of readers that you maybe cannot get in front of on your own. It for media or for podcasts. A lot of times, if you're going on a podcast, the podcaster wants to read your book before you come on the show. So you send them a copy of the book because you're going to get access to their audience. If you're doing media, maybe they're going to do a story on you, the local newspaper or whatever. You're going to give them a copy of your book. Maybe you're going to be in somebody's blog or magazine article. You would give them a copy of the book. That's when free makes sense. What about a strategic partner? What if you're aligning with a business or a nonprofit where it aligns with your book and they might need a free copy or two. It's strategic. It's going to now help you market that book in ways maybe you didn't think of. That might be a reason to give a few books away. ARC moments, advanced reader copies. There might be a opportunity where an advanced reader is going to be an influencer and maybe give you a review that will really help bolster that book, especially if the book hasn't come out and maybe you're doing some pre-launch stuff. That's another instance where maybe free makes sense. But free doesn't always make sense, don't get me wrong. When does free backfire? Well, random handouts, like you're just handing out your book. There's no call to action, there's no action steps, there's nothing, there's no next steps. You're just giving away your book. Unqualified giveaways. You're giving your book away where it's not even your audience. So now again, you're just giving your book away. Guilt freebies, because saying no felt awkward. So you're giving away your book because you didn't feel comfortable saying no. Mass drops at events where books end up in bags. So, I don't know if that's the best way. I see marketing stuff like that. You usually got to pay to play, so that stuff isn't free. So you're going to pony up some money to put your book in those bags, and then they're just bags and books, especially if it's not your audience. So, if you're on the fence, let the math help you decide, because there's nothing quicker to help you make a decision in the way that it affects your pockets, right? So let me say this. If you're an author, let's say your copy of your book, let's just throw numbers out there. Let's say the copy of your book costs $5, okay? And let's say on one school visit, you give away 33 copies of your book, right? Well, that's what, $6 times three? That's what you're going to pay. But now it's at the school in front of all of these readers that maybe you didn't have access to. Or maybe you give one copy away to a book club, and that book club order nets you 20 books at $15 a book. Now you're $300 up. Maybe that one newsletter feature drives 30 more subscribers to you. And now you've got these 30 new subscribers because you gave away your book because it was going to be featured in that newsletter or that blog. You see, free is an investment. Ask, if I give the book away, what am I getting in return? What am I aiming for? And how soon will it show up? Make free work hard. Pair it with steps. If you're giving away your book, slip in that one pager from that media kit. Who you are, how to book you, especially to a book club, a discussion guide, QR code, um, um, business card, how to subscribe to your Substack, you know, um, aim the book. Tell the subscriber, the book person, what to do with it. Flag a chapter for them. Say, I thought about you in this chapter or something like that. Aim the book at them. So now they're opening the book, they're reading the book, and they might even recommend it to somebody ask. And set the ask. If you're giving books away, especially to a book club or an event or something, then ask, can we schedule author chat? Can we set up 20 minutes? I would love to discuss this. Would you consider buying 10 more copies? Ask, and then track it. When you give a book away, track it, the name, the date, why you gave it, the follow-up, the outcome. Make free a part of the business, just like you would if you paid, because you are paying. That book represents dollars to you, so treat it as such. And then there's alternatives to giving away the entire book. Have sample chapters ready to go. That's what I talked about in your author toolkit. A PDF of a couple of chapters with links that you can just link people to. Book plates, and that's signed, that come in after somebody downloads the ebook, where they have to maybe give their email address. Maybe you have postcards with QR codes on them, and maybe that QR code gets them a free chapter or a discussion guide. Maybe you have a library first strategy where you steer budgeted sensitive readers to request your book at the library, and that helps build circulation. Libraries would like that. You see, there's different ways that you can use free to be in your advantage, right? And now value is what we're getting back because librarians read emails, people will respond back, right? Book clubs, if they choose your book, then guess what? Now you can do a Zoom with them for 20 minutes and maybe even sell signed copies of your book afterwards. If the podcast host reads your books and invites you on, now you've got this whole new area of readers. And podcasts live forever on multiple platforms, y'all. It's a great way to market your book. So if you have to give away one copy to reach that audience, I think it's a great investment. What if you give it to a local business and they display the book or they offer it in a bundle in an in-store event and you guys figure out a way to cross promote or cross market? Maybe you have to give away one book to start that conversation. So, do I just give away the book? No. I am not for just giving away your book for free, but I am in exchanging my book for access. I am all for exchanging my book for credibility. And I'm all about exchanging my book when there's value in it. So I don't spray and pray. I gift with a purpose. I put intention behind every book that I give. And if I do give out a free book, you better believe there's a postcard in there, there's a business card in there, and there could be other information in there as well. If the free copy does not have a clear path to access, credibility, data, or deal flow, I hold. I probably would not give away the book. Oh man, that's horrible. And trust me, you guys, I know what it's like to be guilted into giving away a free book. I do. I get that. I totally get that. And you know what? If that happens to you, you firmly say no and tell them, you know what? I'm saving my free copies, for value, for bookstores, for libraries, for marketing. Anybody that understands that, is in your corner, right? And that's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be awkward to say no, especially if you say, you know what? If somebody asks you for a copy, I'm more than happy to send you maybe an ARC, or I can send you a sample chapter. How about that? So remember, you guys, when you decide to give away that book, it's tied to something, it's tied to value, right? And make sure that when you do give away, you know who you're giving it to. Is this the person that can open up a door for you? Is the ask specific and reasonable? It's not just dropping it off to some random audience. And can you track it? Can you track the date you gave it away? Is there follow up? If those aren't clear, I may not give the book away because, again, it's an exchange, right? I'm not against free, but I'm all for intention. So I give my book away with intention. So make every copy you move guide you toward credibility, access, data, and deal flow. All right, let me go through my laundry list of things. If you are an author, no, I always say that. If you are a creative in this space, you're an author, editor, marketer, illustrator, whatever, and you want to be on the author's mic, it's really easy. Go to my website, go to the Be a Guest tab, fill out the information, boom, you're on. If you are interested in supporting me, I have two books out there. Wait for it, which is an audiobook as well, and You Sound White. Both are available on my website. I'll ship them to you for free. I've got some free goodies to go with that, but no pressure. Get them wherever good books are sold. If you are an author yourself, you're like, man, I got this great book, but I'm stuck. I have no idea what to do. I got you. I got a 44-page guide on my website. It doesn't tell you how to write the book, but once you've written that masterpiece, it tells you how to get your words out there. Helps you navigate these waters. It's free. Go get it. It's on my website. And lastly, if you are thinking, I need a new way to market my book, I got you. We got a book club. It's called the IRS. We only read indie authors. Go to the website, pitch us your book. If you don't tell us about your book, we don't know about it. So pitch us. And if you are a reader and you want to join our book club, oh my God, we would love to have you. Go to the website, join our book club. We would love to have your voice. All right, y'all. So remember, free doesn't mean just giving it away willy-nilly. Free can be intention. Make giving your book away have value tied to it. All right. It's been Friday. It's been a wonderful Friday. I will see you next Friday. Remember, I'm out here trying to break the algorithm, one like, one view, one subscribe at a time. If this resonates with you, if you want to hear more tips and tricks, if you are tired of chasing likes and views and screaming into a void, join me. Help me break the algorithm as a community. Subscribe. Give this to an indie author who it could help. It's been Friday, like I said before. I'll catch you next time, you guys.